this is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking Bldg 8, the IPA. Bldg 8 is out of Northampton, Massachusetts. It's one of our newest breweries. Been open for a couple of months around here, and it is getting tremendous buzz. The brewmaster is Mike Yates, the same guy that came up with the White Lion Pale Ale, which I think is one of the best pale ales that's come out in the last 2 or 3 years. Just a phenomenal beer. It says here, a small independently owned brewing. Bldg 8 is housed in a 19th century factory nestled in the bend on the Mill River of a scenic western Massachusetts. While our home might be old, our look is firmly progressive. We are located in the vibrant arts town of Northampton, and our blend of Simcoe, Citra, and Mosaic hops is anything but old-fashioned. Even the can you're holding right now is a symbol of our commitment to making world-class, locally brewed beer in a manner that shows equal respect for the beer and the environment. It's 6.5% ABV, 70 IBUs, and it is brewed in Northampton, Massachusetts, which is about 20 minutes north of where I live. So it's a pretty easy drive. Don't get a lot of it around here. I actually bought this at a place in Northampton, and they can it and bring it right to them. I've had this in the fridge for about 2 weeks, so it's good and fresh. Let's go ahead and give it a pour and see what we got. As always, if you like the reviews, please give us a subscription and go ahead and leave some comments, because we love talking about beer. So let's take a look at it. Slightly hazy, deepish yellow. I wouldn't call it a dark yellow, but a deepish yellow, darker than your classic American macro lagers. So a little bit more yellow than that. It's a fairly active beer. So we got about 3 fingers of bright white head with tight white foam on it. And just a few bubbles streaming up through it. Not a ton of carbonation on this particular beer. Now we kind of know what the hops are. What they say, Simcoe, Citra, and Mosaic. So let's do the aroma. So we got some pine, some cut grass. And we got some tropical fruits, actually not tropical fruits, but citrus type fruits. And some, like I said, some nice fresh cut grass in there. Overall, the aroma is reasonably subdued. But what you'd expect in a nice IPA. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. I really do like this beer, and it tastes bolder than the aroma. You get a little bit of grapefruit, lemon up front. You get a little bit of pine. Yeah, you get the pine, and then you get the 70 IBUs really kick in. It finishes with a big, nice bitter at the back of your throat. Really nice, bold, flavorful IPA. Mike has done it again. He's hit a good beer nailed a good beer, or nailed a style of beer, and really worked out those hops to give you the flavors that you want. Definitely leans more West Coastish. It's not as balanced as some of the East Coast beers. I would say the malt bill is probably a little thin compared to some other malt bills and some other beers that we've tried. I'm not knocking it, I'm just saying that's a style. It tends to lean more West Coast. So you get your hop flavors, you get your hop aromatics, and then you get the big rush of bitter. Where if it's a little more balanced, you get some more sweetness up front that balances off some of that bitter. And sometimes it's a matter of the way that your taste buds respond, because I've seen beers that are close to this in IBUs that don't seem as bitter. So it's just kind of the way that the beer is built, and this is built to be a West Coast style IPA. Now Mike might tell me I'm full of shit, but I don't know. That's just what I'm tasting on this one. So just a hint of like saltine bread up front. So just a hint of the malt. It's good and clean, Finishes a little dry. Get some resin coating on the tongue. And like I said, grapefruit, lemon, pine, bitter. Love it. Just a great IPA. And this is my last can. I wish I had more of it. So I'll have to make a trip up to Northampton shortly. Score-wise, it's an A beer. It's right there. It's a, like I said, just true to the style, tasty, delicious, well-made IPA. We will give this a 92 out of 100. Till next time, keep drinking.